Hey everyone, it's Ocean here. For those of you who don't know me, I'm pretty into tech, along with some gaming. Today I'm bringing my opinion on the OnePlus 6 from the viewpoint of an everyday consumer. I usually purchase products based on quality and performance, especially in the more expensive electronics. Coming from the iPhone, I wanted to get a phone that was worth my money and give me flagship performance. I didn't want to spend too much money, but I also wanted a lot of the features that could compete with the top-of-the-line phones. Even a year after its release, the OnePlus 6 was still a great choice. It has a headphone jack, which is the reason I didn't go with the 6T. It also has specs that are good enough to stay relevant in 2019 and that will last for years in the future. Here are the 5 biggest reasons why the OnePlus 6 is still a great phone and why I went with it. There are more than 5 reasons, but here are the most notable in my opinion. So the first reason why I went with this phone were the hardline specs. On paper, this phone is an absolute monster. Although I'm not well versed in mobile technology, I have learned enough to say that the 845 Snapdragon chipset from Qualcomm and the Adreno 630 GPU are very strong components, even in 2019 with the release of the 855. The 8GB of RAM is another amazing feature of this phone, as many of its competitors at similar price ranges have 6GB or less. This allows for a great multitasking experience, which is buttery smooth and has no app reload. The display is very crisp, and the OLED provides an amazing image quality that is much better than the Retina LCD display that Apple uses in its more affordable phones. The notch especially is small enough that it allows you to see the important information you need, such as battery and settings enabled on your device. But the notch is large enough to include a notification light along with your headset speaker and front-facing camera. The cameras are also very good. Although the Pixel phones have better cameras, downloading the third-party Gcam makes the camera experience much better. The battery is a 3300 mAh lithium-ion battery, and it is smaller than the 6T. However, with the full charge, it gets me through the day comfortably and is more than enough. Many other reviews don't include this, but OnePlus charges less than $10 to replace the battery. That's actually ludicrous. So the second reason I went with the OnePlus is the headphone jack. There isn't much to be said about this feature. A lot of phones coming out now don't include this very important aspect, and having a phone that is not only powerful but includes this component is very appealing. Although Bluetooth headphones exist and I have a pair, I still use wired earbuds, and having the ability to connect with the cable is very helpful. Bluetooth also kills the battery faster, so using a headphone jack not only allows for more compatibility with older devices, but also saves battery life. So the third reason why I picked the OnePlus was Oxygen OS. Being an Apple user for 4 years has made it difficult to switch back to Android, and Oxygen OS's clean and very smooth experience has made it very easy to transition. It provides a clean and fast experience, which is great since the smoothness was something I worried about personally. iOS is buttery smooth in its gestures and animations, and I wanted something that was comparably fluid. This OS definitely does that. It also has great customization options. I was able to switch from buttons to gesture navigation, which I like way more. You can even disable the notch and instead use that space for permanent information such as Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. I use the notch myself, but if you really dislike that part of the phone, you can get rid of it. Having these options is just something that's always nice. So another reason why I chose this phone, and something I don't see very much discussed, is the updates. OnePlus has promised Android software updates for up to 2 years after the release of the phone, and security updates for 3. However, these updates have gone past that in past phones, so hopefully that happens again. Even if they don't, 2 years is still a long time, and having a new phone in 2020 or 2021 is justified with the price tag. So my final and biggest reason for picking this phone is the price. This phone is a very reasonable buy, especially when it comes to budget-minded consumers like myself. It is not actually sold in stores anymore, and OnePlus and other stores carry the OnePlus 6T and the OnePlus 7 Pro, at least in the US. However, you can get this phone for under $400 on eBay in very good condition. My phone was $385 and I purchased a warranty for $40. All in all, not the cheapest phone I've seen, but for what you're getting and how long it'll last you, it's definitely worth spending the extra money. It's better to pay the extra $85 and maybe get an extra half year or whole year of usability compared to getting an older Pixel 2 or Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. So in conclusion, it's a great phone. I'm going to keep using it and see how it performs in the future, but so far it's been living up to every expectation I've had for it. And it's way better than my previous phones. I had an iPhone 5 and a 6S. Sticking with iPhone would have just been a waste of money compared to what I got with this phone. I didn't go with Samsung again because of the specs and the price. This phone is guaranteed to last longer than Samsung, so that's the main reason I went with OnePlus. If you're looking for a new Android in the budget arena, definitely consider this phone. If you have more of a budget, check out the new OnePlus 7 Pro. I don't have that phone, but from what I've heard, it's also a good buy. We'll just have to wait and see how they perform in the future.